Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have what looks like a love reading, Sagittarius, right? We start with undying love. Yeah, we have undying love for you guys. We do, right? We even fixed our hair today and put some makeup on, right? This is how Isolde looks, right? They have her name as Isolde. Hey, that's okay, right? They must have some reason, right? I always thought it had an E on the end, but I feel like this is supposed to be her because of her undying love for Tristan, right? And so this is the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So somebody here, Sagittarius, or you have undying love for somebody, right? It's very clear here. And with these cards here, this is a very cool reading. I remember when people used to say that's rad, right? I don't know what they say now, Sagittarius, because I'm not in the trendy club because, I guess you're supposed to be a certain age or within a certain age group, like to be trendy, right? We'll be our own trendy over here. Yeah, we will. We don't care, right? Yeah, and so we have comparison and the moment to moment, actually. So this comparison card, Sagittarius, talks about it. Just kind of talks about feeling good in your own skin, and don't worry about if your neighbor's, I don't know, cuter, richer, sexier, whatever. No, don't care about it. Just be the best you can be, right? And, once you are in that place, it's a great feeling, right? Yeah, it is. Just see yourself as, great, right? This is what you're supposed to do, right? That's not really even an exaggeration, really. No, it's not. And then we have moment to moment. And I feel like this comparison card, though, before we skip over quickly here, I feel like it has to do with somebody who kind of had a little bit of low self-esteem or is maybe just afraid, like, has some fear, right? Could be. Let's see what they say briefly about comparison. Yeah, comparison brings inferiority, superiority, right? And like and when you don't compare, all inferiority, all superiority disappear. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in that energy, right? Yeah, and it's great if you are great, as I just said, but not superior, right? No, we don't want to be superior, but just great. So we have moment to moment, and this card talks about somebody who's going through kind of like death and rebirth. It does. Let's have a look at that card. Moment to moment. The past is no more and the future's not here yet. Yeah, that's it. And we see the man running. And, he's trying to kind of hit these, run on these stones, right? He doesn't have anybody to tell him, though. Step on the blue one, right? Turn right before you get up and make a huge speech. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God, right? So, and so here he's just walking on these stones. I don't know if you guys got my joke, but no need to comment on it, right? It's true, and it's tragic too. It's like a tragic joke, right? And this is not about you guys, yeah. And so this talks about, the past is no more, but the future's not here yet. The only right person is one who lives moment to moment, whose arrow is directed to the moment, who is always here and now. Okay, so you have to enjoy this moment too, right? You're supposed to be in the present, living in this moment, living the moment or whatever, and then you have to also just be looking, toward the future as well. But you don't say to yourself, hey, when I get $1 million, I'll be happy. No, it's not like that either. And you don't live in the past either. So they're explaining the right way to live. And we have the death card here, speaking of living, right? Yeah. Speaking of death and rebirth, because there's so much of it going on, right? I think I should start saying it more, Sagittarius, like rebirth and death. How's that? Right? Because you are reborn and whatever else dies, right? So we could do it like that. It sounds more positive. And we're trying to be positive over here. We're doing the best we can, right? At the Wild Wild West, right? You guys know this is probably the Wild Wild West over here, right? And so this death card, this lady, she's taking care of this, beautiful woman. She's lying in the bed here. and she's sick, and I feel like she almost died, but she realized she had feelings for somebody. Yeah, Mr. Willoughby, right? Those days it wasn't Tony or Stevie or or Armando, right? Or anything like that, right? It was Mr. So and so, right? Here's the world, and this is a completion. This is something coming full circle. There's some cycle that's ending here because somebody realizes that they love you. And I feel like this person's going through some type of a death, Sagittarius, just like I said, a rebirth and a death, right? Can you be reborn before you die? Well, over here at Power and Light, maybe you can, right? Anything's kind of possible sometimes. We have the Eight of Wands with it. This is big change. It is all the time, every day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sunday, right? Let's see what it says here about that. About the Eight of Wands. Where is the Eight of Wands? There you go. Here it is. Okay, this is movement. Yeah, it's change, progress, movement. Vines grow rapidly and bloom swiftly now. Okay, so you're going to have some real change with this person with nothing standing in their way. Somebody got moved to the side here. Yeah, it does look like that. Or there is some type of ending here because this moment to moment is death and rebirth. We have undying love to start the reading. This is the overall energy, Sagittarius, in the oracle spread, right? And we always have two readings here. We have an oracle reading, which I am doing, right? You could be saying you're silly. You don't have to explain that you're doing it, right? And then, of course, we have the tarot spread, right? So, yeah, this is undying love. And this comparison card, it could be that you were compared to somebody else, though. It really could be. And maybe you are kind of the winner here, Sagittarius, because somebody realizes they really love you here, and there's some type of other death, right? And so, yeah. And your person's card, Sagittarius, before we get into the other reading, is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So, yeah, this is the second deck, and with the same art, the same artist, and the artwork is. It's a little bit too hard to turn down, right? But here's the fairy, and she is holding the crystal ball, but that's like her in the ball. And so this is, you're stronger than you realize. This is somebody who feels blocked or just, kind of really upset. Maybe not so much upset, but they're feeling, yeah, it's upset, but they're feeling kind of weak, and they have to look inside to gather their strength. This is your person, Sagittarius. I feel like this person is living moment to moment, and that doesn't mean living in the moment. It's moment to moment. It's not a good way to live. I feel like I'm leaving something and I'm in between, and that's not a good feeling, right? It is the feeling of the unknown, and they could have walked away from some type of situation. The angels are asking you to dig deep inside your inner self. Yeah. The crowned goddess holds a delicate and translucent ball in her hands. At the center of the ball, there is a solitary female. Okay, I thought it was her, but hey. This may refer to feeling it is small or blocked. The emphasis of the goddess's crown symbolizes higher knowing. So your person here has higher knowing, but they've gone through something really difficult, and they are drawing or going inward, for their strength and their courage, right? Crossing your person is like attracts like. This is the law of attraction in use, right? And so, oh, how cute this fairy here is holding the doll that looks just like her. But, your person too, Sagittarius, could be, they could like you because you're like them. You guys, you like, or you kind of, they like the quality, maybe some quality you have is what they have. Maybe you guys are both funny. Maybe you both, have the same things in common, right? But this too talks about not just that. I feel like that is present in this reading, but definitely the law of attraction here. And this shows up in their crossing energy, which I believe is challenging them because of these other cards. And this talks about if you want love, you have to kind of exude it, right, to get it back. That is the law of attraction. Let's see what they say right there. Yeah, this is the law of attraction states that you need to be in the vibration of what you want to create. Yes, you do. Okay, you want you want to be hired on a job or any type of success. You want to succeed in anything, love, whatever. Then you have to either be loving for the love, but for you have to put out this kind of happiness and this kind of just a little confidence. You have to have some confidence because people can read when you're afraid, and then they think, well, why is she afraid? Then they think, well, maybe she can't do the job or he can't do the job, right? It does happen like that, right? Unfortunately, nobody can. Sometimes only the very higher knowledge person can go, well, maybe this person's nervous, right? I feel like so many people cannot don't have any critical thinking these days. Not you guys, Sagittarius, right? No, heck no. Or anybody watching for that matter, right? And so we have, if you long for more love, be more loving. But this person here, this person is longing for this. And I feel like it's hard for them to like kind of, act in this energy of like using the law of attraction, right? Because they're in this moment to moment, this death and rebirth, and this kind of, it's an unsettling moment. They feel energy. They feel in between. And they're coming for change here. And yeah, I feel like this person's gone through some type of major ending. There's too many cards here to say it. With the death card, moment to moment. And this world card talks about buy yourself something. Or it doesn't have to be buy yourself. It's the Ace of Pentacles. But it like treat yourself to something because you have come full circle. Like you did all this work. Or, you walked away from something that wasn't good for you. This person is in their higher knowing, higher knowledge, or they are. In other words, they've either grown spiritually or it looks like they went through a disturbing awakening. It does here, which, brings you a lot of emotional intelligence and grit and just all kinds of stuff here, right? Intuition. And listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. This is why this is all happening for them. And interesting how this is the number one in the deck. Yeah, this is all about new beginnings, Sagittarius. It is. Let's have a look at that card. And you are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. So this is why it's all happening. I feel like this person wants you to listen to them with a loving heart. I'm pretty sure they do. And that's why they are in this kind of nervous energy with this like attracts like card, because they're trying to act, this person knows that like the law of attraction is real. The energy they come in is very important. And I feel like they also know with this kind of challenge here, this card, that they have to come and listen to you with a loving heart, because there's some type of major awakening here, or a powerful realization that whatever they did in the past, first of all, they didn't realize they loved you. Okay, so that could have just been, a big dummy, right? Kind of. I mean, I shouldn't say it like that, but, like just completely unaware. Like the opposite of, not being aware. Being awakened is self-awareness, right? Major. That's really what your intuition is. It's just a higher form of your self-awareness, right? It is. And I mean, it doesn't help if you can kind of, predict what's going to happen to somebody else if you have no self-awareness, right? Those two are different. But the most important one you need is self-awareness. Yeah. So let's get into it, Sagittarius. But and let's have a look briefly at that card. The opportunity is here for you to bring a loving perspective to a situation. This is why it's all happening. They are trying to bring a loving perspective to this situation. So I don't know what kind of a perspective they brought before, or kind of vibration they brought. It could have been just dying love, like it was dying for you, maybe, Sagittarius. Or it could have just, maybe they compared you to somebody here. Maybe they had somebody, because this is either a huge learning curve for this person, or they really had to end something. Because this moment to moment card, where the man is feeling in between, the past is no more and the future is unknown. Here he is running over here to this Marianne who lays in bed, and she almost died with this fever. Maybe they almost died with a fever of love, right? Yeah, you guys, people still talk like that. Yeah, they don't use all these. A lot of times we don't use all these beautiful terms from the past, right? And this is, love fever and things like that, right? No, they don't. They used to always sing about stuff like that too. This is why, unfortunately, there is more romance in the past R&B music. Yeah, there is. So, getting back to this Sagittarius, it was sweeter too. Now it's hard, right? It's partially because of the internet and things are so fast, and what kids are able to look at, and yeah, it's a hardened society. It is, and so. But and so she wakes up here and almost died. Here's a man running over almost to his death. Like he's running to his death here, and he has come full circle. And this is like an endeavor. It's almost like a present he gave himself, or she gave herself. The world card, right? Yeah. And now there is going to be swift change. This person is coming. Yeah, like the mosquitoes come here in May. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. The mosquitoes, the spiders come in, and the ants leave. Yeah. And this is how it is, right? And we don't want to spray because I feel like the bugs are better than the chemicals. Yeah. Just like that song, Parking Lot. I think that's the name of it. And so old, right? Counting Crows redid it, but don't care about spots on my apples. Leave me the birds and the bees. Please, right? Yeah, let's see what we have, you guys. Yeah, let's see what we have for you guys. Yeah, this person has undying love for you, right? Yeah, they do. See what we have for Sagittarius. Let's see what we have. Yeah, this person wants to come back home or get back in with you. You have the King of Cups, Sagittarius. So I'm pulling the cards over here in case there's any skin here, right? Yeah, natural skin. See what we have, you guys, for Sagittarius. See what else we have for Sagittarius. For Sagittarius. So we have the King of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. This could be a divine couple. We have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords is here, but everybody, any sign could be here. But for kings and queens, your person, if they could be a water sign or an earth sign. The Knight of Swords is here because it could be an air sign. The Queen of Cups, and in your outcome, Sagittarius, is the Three of Wands, right? So let's get a few clarifiers here, but right away we start the reading with the King of Cups. Now above that, and he pours a cup out. Yeah, he doesn't pour it out because he doesn't like it, or he went to rehab. No, he's not pouring it out because of that, right? I don't think so. I feel like he's pouring it out because it's like a rejection, or I no longer vibrate with this. Yeah, I no longer want this. Things like that, right? Above it is the Seven of Swords. Now, this is, in this picture, depicts this man who has either stolen those swords from somebody, or he's walking away from a situation. It's usually an escape or some type of deception. Now, this is showing up for you, Sagittarius, in what is helping you. Maybe your person is escaping another situation. And, it sounds like, they're a prisoner, right? It does, kind of, or a convict or something like that. And we don't, we're not saying they are. But with this escape thing and below here, and this man running over here, he's running away too, moment to moment. Yeah, he's even looks like he's wearing his karate suit, right? So, he can fight somebody, right? Yeah, he can defend himself, right? So in the heart of the matter here, so this could be an escape, like somebody's running away. And I feel like they are. And here's the Six of Swords to confirm it. So this is you or this person, Sagittarius, but it looks like it really could be this person here, right? Unless, it could be you, but with these oracle cards over here, it appears to be them. But, this challenge here could be what's challenging you, and so that in the end, like still challenges them, if you guys know what I mean, right? Okay, so let's see what we have, Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Wands here. She's sitting with the King. And that's most likely you with your giant sunflower. Yeah. Don't use any organic ones. I mean, don't use any GMO flowers, Sagittarius. It's so big it looks like a GMO, right? And yeah, sunflowers are big anyway. But I went to a temple. And so I was over there looking for research. And I went to the temple and they had these tulips in the yard. I could have sworn those must be GMO tulips, because if it exists, because I've been around many years and tulips, I've never seen giant tulips. I'm like, what? And so yeah, so I didn't like that, because those poison the ground. Yes, they do. Let's see what we have, you guys. Let's see what we have. And the Ten of Pentacles is here. There's an ending to some type of a situation. See, this is a completion. This could be the ending to some type of relationship, right? We see like the people here. There's a family. Let's get another card. This could be that somebody wants to marry you. It could be two. Let's see what else. We have the Nine of Swords. So maybe you have been worried about this, Sagittarius. It looks like you're waiting for somebody to end another relationship, or to, this person to walk away from a relationship. Our relationship too, with our trusty, oracle spread. That's a real old word, right? I'm just, I'm not making fun of old words. I'm making fun of the way they speak today, kind of, right? Yeah, because it's just because it was, yeah. So not everything. Some things are better, yeah, but for the most part, I'd say no. So, yeah, and they got all kinds of, and they hack words. They hijack words too, right? Even words for little kids, they hijack it. And I'm like, what? That was for kids. You're not supposed to do that. That's awful. So anyways, getting back to this, Sagittarius, because, we're not trying to hijack anything here. No. We're low riders anyway, so we can't really, we don't even want a high rider car. No, we don't. Let's see what we have. But you look like you're worried here, Sagittarius, that it looks like you want this person to close out a cycle, wherever that is. Maybe it's not love. Maybe it's not love. Maybe it's some, meddling family, or sometimes the Ten of Pentacles can be like, sometimes can be like an institution possibly, but it's usually like, it can be also, yeah, it can be a family, because this can talk about legacy and inheritance and things like that. And there's so much money here that occasionally, with the 10 Pentacles, this can be a business or something. But you definitely want this person to, or you're crying here because you don't know if they're, or very worried. I don't know if you're really crying here, but the Nine of Swords depicts worry, right? She might not be crying. She might just be covering her eyes like, what am I going to do, right? We don't see the tears. But, this here, you're worried about this situation. Yeah, there's no doubt here. So let's see. We have the Seven of Swords, and this is what's helping you. We have the Emperor reversed. Maybe this is a trip here. This Emperor reversed could talk about Aries. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. The Emperor, or, the Emperor reversed, this could talk about your person needs to take control of their life, right? Maybe their family life, because he's a father sometimes, but they need to take control. There is a taking control in this reading, right? Because this person's coming forward and they had to go through some really hard, yeah, this is like, like if you were, the grandmother. This is kind of like, Little Red Riding Hood, Sagittarius, where, they had to deal with the wolf and all that, and just to get to your house, right? Except the wolf wasn't waiting on the house. The wolf was kind of left behind and maybe in the forest on the way there, right? Because this person or you is coming from something difficult here in order for a new beginning. Yeah, and here's the Six of Swords. This is coming into play, Sagittarius, or this can be what you're focusing on too. And I believe it's both. Let's see what else we have. And in the past, Sagittarius, let's look at the past. Let's see what it says here. For the past. Okay, don't want any. This Emperor was in the upright. I beg your pardon, you guys. So let's see what we have. So this is definitely about somebody taking, this is what you want. This could be what you want here. Take control and walk away from something. This Seven of Swords. We have the 6 and the 7. They're both leaving. Yeah, they're both leaving some type of place here. This is what you want, and this is what is in your corner. If this person walks away, possibly if you walk away from something, the reading could always be switched. The Knight of Swords is actually, moving in on this man here. He's got a sword here, and, the man's falling down because he's resisting the sword. And here is Temperance. This is in the past. See, this right here is you or your person taking full control, but not just that, eliminating something here. Eliminating something in order to have this new beginning with this person. Yeah, and this is, so let's see what else we have. And the King of Pentacles shows up. It shows up with the King of Wands. So this could be you and this person, right? And we have the King of Wands twice now with these two decks. Let's see what else is showing up in the near future. This could be you and this person, right? And, this King of Pentacles doesn't always mean it could be somebody with a lot of earth energy. It could be somebody who is well off or with some financial stability. It could just be somebody super earthy, right? You could be saying, they're a surfer. I mean, that's for me, that's still earthy, right? Even though they're in the water. Yeah. 5 of Wands showing up, Sagittarius. This is a struggle in the near future. Let's see what we have. This could be people fighting. Two people fight, not just two. It could be people fighting. We have the 9 of Wands. So, this could be your energy where you are uncertain here. I feel like this could be this person's energy where you're feeling resilient, but kind of insecure or uncertain about this situation here. This 5 of Wands is, about struggles or the card of strife, right? And there is strife here. I've been saying King of Wands is your advice. Go for it. He's holding the gecko. This is like protection, good luck, things like that. And the Death card is here with it. This is your advice. This person's ending something or you're supposed to, right? And this is transformation. Yeah, there's no death without transformation. No, there's not, right? Yeah. Let's see what we have. The Wheel of Fortune in your environment. 6 of Cups. This is somebody from your past, and this person's going to take a chance on you. This is good luck and expansion, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, this is Jupiter energy. And so right here, in your environment is what I'm saying. But also, this is how you affect this person to take a chance on you. Spin the wheel. Yeah, this is a risk. Yeah, this is, at least for whoever's doing this, is taking a chance. Yeah, as they dance in romance. I feel like it's bigger than that. We have the Queen of Cups. This is your hopes and fears. The Wheel of Fortune's reversed here. So, this here, you could be fearing here that things won't go your way, right? You could, but it totally looks like with these two wheels here that you're hoping for this good luck. You could definitely be, you could be hoping that, honestly, Sagittarius, you could be hoping that this kind of like will turn in your favor, but maybe, and not in somebody else's, right? And, I can understand. We're definitely not here to judge. No, we're not. Let's see what else we have with the wheel here. It's human nature, If you love somebody and they happen to be with somebody, it's almost human nature to go, hey, I hope things don't work out for them. Right? I have a friend who, she always goes, she says, never to do that. I mean, I'm not doing that anyway, but I'm only saying that, she's right, though. It's best not to do that, have that type of energy, right? It's always best to say, I hope that, I hope this person will return or something like that, right? It's just like anything else. The law of attraction won't work for you anyway when you start like putting out mean energy. Like, I hope that person gets dumped or something like that. It works against you, right? It never works to manipulate things like in a mean way. No, it only works if you put a positive spin on it, and there's always love involved, right? It's the same thing about money. You can't dwell on money. You have to say, well, I want to be in a place or where I can pay these. I can pay these expenses, not, they're going to go away kind of. You always look for the more positive. And we have the Two of Wands here. This is your hopes and fears. You're hoping that this person has chosen you and they've chosen a path with you. Most likely here. Yeah, but it looks like you have a little bit of fear here, Sagittarius. I feel like that's what it is. We have the Three of Wands, and you do. Here you are in the Nine of Swords energy, right? Yeah, don't get mascara on your nightie, all right? Yeah, don't do that. We have the Three of Wands in the outcome, and let's see what we have. We have the Eight of Wands again. This is change. So this is beautiful in your outcome, right? The Three of Wands is a future, and we see the Eight of Wands up here. And we're going to go to their extended, Sagittarius, and they start with, look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. This person here went through something really hard here, and they are kind of like, they're looking, they're going inward to gather their strength. They kind of felt blocked or in fear or both, right? And we have like attracts like. This is challenging them here, Sagittarius, because of the law of attraction. I feel like it's hard for them to do this, though. This is my whole point. It's hard for this person to be very loving here. That's why it sits in the challenge, because this is, if you want more love, be more loving. I feel like what this is, too, is this person had to end something, and they know, I feel like this person understands that they have to come 100% for you. Like, they have to really show you love. And this will help them if they show you that they really want to be serious. That's what this is in their challenge, yeah. Because this supports them, and it also, challenges them, or, yeah, it does. I feel like it does. And so we have why it's all happening for your person is listen with your heart. Let's have a brief look at that card for your person. And, and this is, you are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. This is why it's all happening. So your person, I feel like, is ready to hear you and support you and all these kind of things with a loving heart. And I also feel that they are doing this, and that's why this is all like some big ending here for them, because they are now listening. They're hearing it with a loving heart. Yeah, and it's an awakening for your person. The opportunity is here for you to bring a loving perspective to a situation. It's easy to get wrapped up in the words being said. What does your heart say about the situation? It knows the truth. Trust it. Sit still, take a deep breath, and ask your heart what you need to know. Love's first task is to listen. Do you have a habit of drifting away while someone else is speaking? Do you get entangled in your own thoughts? Take time to process what is being communicated before you respond or react. Learning to listen with an open heart will help you receive guidance or affirm something you already know. And two young women are shown on this card. One holds a seashell to the other's ear. The seashells represent the good things that can be discovered in a challenging situation. Yes, this is why it's all happening. Your person has gone through some type of big ending, and I feel like they ask themselves, why is this happening? And they realize that they love you here. That's it, because here's this card, with this Marianne laying in bed, and she's like, she almost died with some fever, and this is her mom taking care of her. And so she realizes that when she almost died that, hey, I still love Mr. Willoughby, right? And so that's what's going on here. Your person went through some harsh ending, or went toward it or wanted it because they realized that they loved you. Yeah, there's some type of wake up here because something else wasn't like so alive. Yeah, and I feel like this person was without you. So we're going to finish this, and they've missed you. We're going to finish this. It's going to be a 10-card spread. We're going to see how they feel, Sagittarius, with the tarot. And also how they are looking at this. We're going to have their whole spread, but we're going to see what's unknown about your person, like what they could be hiding in their heart, their advice, and we're going to look at what's in their environment, their hopes and fears, what they're focusing on, what's coming in for them, and more. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for watching. You guys rock. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And private readings are open. Yeah, they are.